When you're asked by a law enforcement officer to provide your proof of identification or your name for a police purpose, that is required by law. So if you're not aware of that, I'm making you aware of that.
Sir, I'm not breaking the law.
Oh yeah, we'll make a report. Give me your ID. Give away your Fourth Amendment right.
If I can accept.
I'm still talking. I'm pissed.
Okay.
I have every right to say what I want to say. This is a joke.
Okay. But you also have to remember, you kicked him.
Two separate encounters, two different states, and once again, citizens found themselves face to face with police demanding control beyond the law. In Aurora, Illinois, a peaceful activist refuses to hand over his ID after officers admit he's not being detained. Meanwhile, in Olympia, Washington, a First Amendment auditor ends up in a violent confrontation after simply filming in public. Big respect to the original creators for documenting these encounters and helping spread awareness about constitutional rights and public accountability. Make sure to subscribe to their channels, links are in the description, and tell them ID Refusal Right sent you, because we stand for civil liberties and the right to record in public. Stay until the end, because these videos will absolutely make you think, question authority, and probably leave you with something to say.
You're standing here and you're trying...
Well, he came over here and started engaging with me in conversation. I'm not trying to entice him. I'd love him to come over. I'd love to talk to him. I mean, he enjoys murdering babies. I'd like to find out why. When you expose the evil and wickedness of what they do, they like to hide.
Well, each individual makes their own decision.
Except for the individual in the womb, they don't get to make a decision. You know, back when Hitler.
We understand all this, sir, and but you're putting us in a bad situation.
I really aren't. I'm really not. This guy's he's just having a fit. Like I said, I'm not going to break the law. I wouldn't do that. I certainly wouldn't do that.
He's out here all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Every day, even on the weekends. Never have any issues.
Of course, because we're law-abiding citizens.
Okay. You have an idea on you, sir?
Maybe.
Well, just because we're out here, we're speaking to you, we're going to add you to our ticket. That's why they call it.
Are you asking for my ID?
I am.
Are you requiring my ID?
I am.
Are you detaining me?
I'm not detaining you.
Okay. I'd respectfully decline to offer my ID unless I'm being...
The moment the officer admitted this was not a detention, the legal landscape changed completely. Under the Fourth Amendment, citizens generally do not have to identify themselves during a consensual encounter. The Supreme Court case, Hybel v. 6th Judicial District Court, only applies when a lawful detention already exists. Notice how the citizen calmly keeps asking one question: am I detained? That question forces the officer to define the legal boundary in real time.
Arrested or detained.
Well, again, you're standing in the roadway. We're here speaking to you, correct? We got a call. You're complaining about him, correct?
I'm not complaining about anybody.
About you impeding the roadway.
Am I in the way right now?
So that's why I'm asking for your idea. We want to know who we're speaking to, so that we don't have any future issues. We can say we've already spoken to...
You guys know who I am. You've spoken plenty of times.
No, I don't know who you are.
You
I've
don't?
never seen you.
No.
Have I seen you before?
I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, never seen you.
I'd just rather not I'd rather my name not be on any reports or anything like that. So.
What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
When you're asked by a law enforcement officer to provide your proof of identification or your name for a police purpose, that is required by law. So if you're not aware of that, I'm making you aware of that.
Sir, I'm not breaking the law.
Did you just hear what I just explained to you?
Sir, I know you can lie to me, so I'm not breaking the law.
This is where the encounter becomes legally dangerous. The officer repeatedly claims identification is required by law, but never articulates reasonable suspicion of a crime. In many states, refusal to identify is only punishable during a lawful Terry stop under Terry v. Ohio. Without reasonable suspicion, demanding ID can quickly resemble intimidation rather than lawful enforcement. The tension here comes from uncertainty. Does the officer truly know the law, or is he testing whether the citizen does?
Am I being detained or arrested?
I clearly explained that
Am
to
I
you
being
already.
am I being detained or arrested?
I just explained that to you.
You said
3
you
times.
said no.
I
Okay,
asked you
so
for
I
your name.
would like to go about my business
I asked
unmolested.
you for your name.
I would like to go about my business
I asked you
unmolested.
for your name and your birthday.
I would like to go amongst my business unmolested. Can I do that, sir?
I just told you that providing.
Can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir?
By law,
Can I enjoy?
you are required.
Can I
to
enjoy
provide
the
your
first?
information.
Can I enjoy the freedom of my First Amendment, sir? And go about my business
What did I
unmolested.
just explain to you? You got an iPhone? You got a phone on you? Maybe you can look that up. Because that is required. Nobody's here to give you a hard time. Nobody's giving you a hard time.
Every time this guy's here, he calls the police.
You
His
understand what I just explained
complaint
to you, correct?
I don't understand. His complaints are always invalid.
Okay.
What I understand is
Ridiculous.
what I understand is what I'm doing is perfectly legal, and I should be able to go about my business unmolested.
Well,
Just
when
because
you go
this
home-
guy makes
listen,
false claims.
When you go home, look that up.
I will.
And make sure that you're versed of that
Okay.
for future use.
Sure.
Because
Absolutely.
that is an arrestable offense.
I don't think it is, but
Yeah, it is. It's called obstructing identity. Obstructing a peace officer
What?
in the performance of his duties.
do you know what code that is?
You can look
Is
it
it a
up.
cip code?
You can look it up.
Well, if you're telling me it's
Illinois criminal code. You can look it
yeah,
up.
but do you know what it is though?
You can look it up.
I was just you asked me to do something to make something easy for you. I asked you to do something to make something easy for me. I'm not here. I'm here to save babies and souls. You know that. You a Christian?
It has nothing to do with religion for me.
It has nothing. Are you a Christian?
Nothing to do.
That's what the Nazi regime said. I get what your role is for the city of Aurora, but do you understand? Back when the Nazi regime, they were taking Jews and they were putting them on trains, and the law enforcement back then would actually assist them putting on the plane, and they knew they were going to die. They knew they were going to be killed. 57 million, man. It's happening right here in America. Hitler would be rolling in his grave.
He doesn't want to provide that. Told him by law he's required to, but he's still refusing to do that.
Okay, so there's no, just so I understand this correctly, you're telling me there's no walking or standing along this road here?
People can walk.
Okay.
They're en route to somewhere.
They're en route to somewhere?
But if you're just standing here, not moving, people have to go around you. And that's where the issue comes in. And obviously, you can't step up on the sidewalk on this side.
Sure, yeah, there's a no trespassing sign, yeah. I understand.
Some people like to live on the edge. They like to tether on the edge.
I like to live an obedient life. That's what I like to do. I aim to please my God, not man. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
You're allowed to walk as close to the side of the roadway as possible. The law commands that you walk to the side of the close to the side of the
Sure,
road.
I see. I'm certainly not taking up any more room than he is.
I know that, but you're not walking.
Is what he's doing more important than what I'm doing? Is his goal today more important than mine? I'm not aware of a First Amendment right that says I need to be going from my house to the grocery store. I'm certainly not aware of that. If you are, I'd definitely like to know what it is. I'm not trying to be difficult or anything. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. I'm trying to speak to these young folks in here that are sacrificing their child. And this guy, you know, this $1 billion business right here, all they're going to do, they see me as, you know, as salt and light, and they don't like it. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to call you guys and lie to them and say I'm breaking the law, which I'm not. You guys know that.
You are impeding traffic.
I won't. I won't be. Sir, I understand what you're saying. Here's the thing. This road right here is owned by every business in here. If you get complaints from every business in here saying I'm not allowed to go up and down this road or stand on this road, then they would serve me a no trespassing warrant on a public access road. You'd have to get everybody's signature through it that owns or has access to this road, owns this road. Trust me, I'm very well aware of what I can do and what I can't do. And again, I'm not trying to you know, be combative or anything, or trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just trying to go about my business unmolested. That's it.
I know that. Just please don't push the envelope. I understand you have your mission to do out here, but don't push the envelope with us.
I don't want you guys to have to arrest me. I don't want to be arrested. You know that.
And I don't want to arrest you.
You know that.
The help we have for you one block.
Sure, I've talked to probably 7 different members of your force, and I feel confident. Exactly what I'm doing is I'm not impairing traffic. I'm not breaking any laws. So I wish a blessed day for you guys, and have a safe shift. And thanks for coming out and saying hi.
And I know if you left all of you lined up and went to your 8 feet there, sure they can fit through there, but then you'd be you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Please don't bring it to that point, okay?
Absolutely. God bless.
That's fine.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. God bless, man.
Thank you.
He loves you too. All right. Thanks, sir.
After officers in Illinois tried pressuring a man into identifying himself without a lawful detention, the next encounter takes things to an entirely different level. This time, a First Amendment auditor in Washington goes from recording in public to being violently confronted in the street. And what police do afterward may frustrate viewers even more. If you believe the police failed to properly protect constitutional rights in these encounters, comment the letter R below. Your comment helps show how many people are paying attention to public accountability.
Don't figure out what's going on. That's fine. I'm right here. Out here. Okay. All right. Name? Sergeant Levitt. Sergeant Levitt. Badge number? If you want to go home, all right. 3.
What do you need on our end? You still getting your... What do you need on our end?
Oh, no, I'm just getting a statement. I just got here. And...
Fantastic.
Okay, so prior to when you walked out, were words exchanged before you hit your truck? Or you just hit your truck?
Yeah, he was mouthing off. And, well, no, what happened is, so I brought my son out this way. Okay. Backed up and come out, and he was standing pretty much right in front of me. So I don't know why.
Okay.
So I went around because I was thinking off the door, come off of 26. So I took a right, and if I was close or not, it was probably him walking up. And he whacked my truck. So I stopped. got out, and I was going to work. Doing.
Yeah.
And
Radio 215, that stuff can bend. So you keep the radio clear for now.
Then it kind of got pushy a little bit, and he whacked me with the pole. And I went and tried to push it back again to get him away, and he threw me on the ground and hit me a couple of times.
That's how close you get? You always got a body camera, right? I can give two shits. Get the fuck away from me. Hey, dude, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Get away. You better take that. Come on. Come on. Don't go near that. Did you fight? That's fine. You guys aren't calling the police, I am.
And when he hit you, so he hit you when you got out, because you said you both put hands on each other. So was that before he hit you the one time, or that was the first physical touching?
You see, right? Got out, went over to get us, got some. I went to get my truck, and he came up and just kind of both. I do, but
If I remember correctly, this guy is our
West Side
guy who does his first amendment auditing. Yeah.
That's what we found.
Yeah. Just based off the voice and the tats on his hands, I would say yes.
I'm not even going to attempt that because I'm going to butcher it.
It's Lazowski, badge number 15.
15, thank you, Jeremiah. I was telling these guys, I've been doing this all over town.
I know, you've been over at the west side mostly. What brings you to the east side?
I got to bounce back and forth and keep you guys on your toes.
Wow.
I can't go in the same city over and over and over.
I'm not completely familiar with that, but I just remember reading it.
I mean, you guys have probably seen my channel, but I've never been attacked before.
No.
That was just...
I have not seen your channel.
The last thing I expect. Usually, I was at V-Dub of Olympia last week.
Yeah.
Guy came up screaming and yelling, said I had a weapon. I was cool as a cucumber the whole time. This energy, that's not my goal. Not at all. And no one should be attacked just for having a camera on the side of the road. Need a damaged property report too.
Okay, we'll work on all that stuff.
Okay.
Once we figure out what's going on here first, okay?
I got you. So you guys had a fire
similar
downtown? Or a big wreck on the roundabout down there?
I wouldn't say it was a big wreck. I think it's the fender bender.
Oh, Jesus, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Just take care of it.
All right.
I don't know. You guys are... Well, I'm glad you guys know who I am. In a good way.
Hey, Jeremiah. Like I asked you before, I just want you to keep your hands on
Well, you
your
patted me down, so I figured I was okay.
I understand that.
God, I can't believe it got to this. I told him. I always say in my videos, I hang out for half an hour. If I get no interactions and everything goes well, I'm out. I was at 24 minutes when that douchebag did what he did.
What did you do?
I've been sitting here filming for 24 minutes, and the employees didn't like it, which is understandable. They said a couple things, nothing horrible. I didn't really feed back into it, so that was it. And they were talking to this guy. He was parked in the parking lot, and they were talking to him for probably a good 10 minutes. He kept looking at me, so obviously they were relaying their frustration with me onto him. So, can I stand right here?
That's fine.
I don't want to get right on you. I'm standing right here with the monopole, the gimbal and the camera right here. And he drives his truck. I have it on camera. He drives his truck right here and guns it. I sit like this, and he goes right past me, and I slap the top of his tonneau cover because he's right there. So I hit the top of the tonneau cover, which clearly no damage. But he wants to stop, get out. I start backing up, telling him, get away from me, get away from me. He puts his hands on me, so I threw him up against the truck, spun him around, threw him on the pavement, and kicked him once for good measure. Just to make sure he could quit bothering me. That was it.
The legal tension here centers on self-defense law versus retaliation. Under Washington law, a person may use reasonable force to defend themselves if they genuinely believe they are facing imminent harm. Listen closely to how the auditor describes backing away before physical contact escalates. The moment force continues after the immediate threat ends, however, prosecutors may begin questioning whether self-defense turned into assault. This is exactly why these roadside confrontations become legally complicated within seconds.
I walked away. No serious injuries other than his pride and his face a little bit. Totally unnecessary.
So, the other officers are helping you come over and talk to you.
Sergeant.
What's that?
Sergeant. Man, you guys are going to make my channel blow up with this. Not by, bad actions on anyone else, just them. I'll never understand what people think gives them the right to just walk up and punch people in public because they don't like what they're doing.
Sounds to me, if I understand this correctly, you were upset by the way you drove, and I'm not, by no means, not making it.
If I would have done it to you, you guys would have shot at the car. I'll put it that way. If I did what he did, and you were standing right there, yeah.
And so I just want to make sure I understand. He drove past, he hit his tonneau cover, he got
He drove
out.
past close enough that I had to jump back against the truck. If I would have stayed where I stood, I would be under his back tire. And so, as he did that, and I can't remember if it squealed, but he hit the gas as he came by, hoping he was just going to take off. And as he's going by, I just like that. I didn't punch the truck. I didn't leave any dents. I didn't leave any scratches. I slapped the top of a tonneau cover in frustration because he just tried to run me over. And for some reason, he thinks that gives him the right to get out of his truck, get in my face, and put hands on me. Grab me, trying to punch me. He was trying to fight me. And I wanted nothing to do with it. All I wanted to do was back away. I hope you guys know I mean well. I have no bad intent towards anyone. Not my motivation.
So what makes you pick the businesses you go to? Just out of curiosity on my end.
Same thing. Curiosity.
You just ride around on your power bike and...
My therapist told me I needed to get out more. I've been, I don't know if you've, like, sticking myself in a spot where I feel safe for so long that nothing else feels safe. So, in order for me to grow as a person, she suggested that I get out, meet people, try to, you know, find some friends, that kind of thing.
How successful has that been?
It's worked pretty damn good till this guy.
Alright.
I mean, the last thing I wanted to do today was do this. Jesus, I got dinner at home. I see it happen to the other guys, other auditors, you know, around the country all the time, but I have not had a guy like him yet. Here comes Sarge. I hope they have cameras on the building. You guys will look at those too, right? Because you're definitely going to get a good look at his truck, coming as close to that bumper as possible. Hopefully they're forthcoming with that.
Yep.
Hi, sir. Officer at Olympia PD. I know you told your statement to them, but I'm the officer that's taking the report, so if you could just tell me kind of what happened today.
Okay. I ride around town, stop and videotape businesses around town, interact with customers, employees, that kind of stuff. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it's tense, but I've never had one like this. So I was standing. At the time he came next to me, I've been going back and forth, but not blocking the driveway. Never still, always motion. Standing right here with my cell phone on that monopod. He was parked in there for about 15 minutes. And the last 10 minutes he was there, I guess about 5 to 10 minutes, the female was sitting there talking to him in his driver's side door and he kept looking back at me. Clearly, they did not want me here and clearly was going to help him get me. So he pulled his truck out and I'm standing right here. And rather than come this way, came like this and then pointed straight to the gas. And I had to stop back to get out of the way of his truck. As soon as his truck came by, I slapped the top of the tonneau out. I didn't kick the truck, didn't punch, didn't leave any scratches, no dents. He stopped immediately, jumped out of the car. I told him, don't do this, get the hell away from me, I'll beat your ass. And he grabbed me, and I held my monopod up to protect myself. He grabbed my monopod, so I slammed him up against the truck, threw him on the ground, and he kicked him. And then I backed up, said, okay, get away from me.
Copy. I don't know if we have any available units at the moment.
That's how close you get? You guys got a body camera, right? I can give two shits. Get the f from me. Hey! Get the f get away! You better take that! Come on! Come on! Don't go near that. Get away from my bike. I need you to fight. Okay, that's fine. You guys aren't calling the police, I am.
So you were recording it, correct?
Correct.
Would you show me that video?
Yeah, absolutely.
It might take me a minute to, I've been charging it because I was almost on a dead battery.
One subject in the tent and a shot, and the other subject is standing outside. One subject described as a white male 30, with a blue jacket, black coat, with white shirt.
Can we go somewhere to shade? I can't see.
You want to stand over by this pole? There's a little shade over there. We might be able to... Yeah, that's
I was here earlier and he was having nothing.
Sarge, I'm gonna move your car. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there he is in the truck. She's talking on the other side. Clearly by the bumper. So, I drove it. It's been a long time since I've had to do that. So...
Okay, if you can just play it in real time.
Yeah, I'm going to back it up to this one. She keeps going right before me. I cannot get out of the way anymore. He threw my phone after he got a hold of it and chucked it out the street.
Is your body camera hooked up to that where you can watch it in...
I know you can play it back on the unit. I just have never done it before. I apologize. This is the first time I've ever had one. Dude, I'm going to be upgrading this. I'll tell you that. I thought you could look at the videos on it. Well.
Okay. Give me one second. I'll be right back. But thank you for showing me that.
I wish I was more.
If you could, would you mind if I recorded that on my phone just so I have that video?
Yeah.
Are any of those iPhones?
No. I'm Android.
Makes it easy for a nice airdrop, though.
Nice.
Figure out how to send a text on the other.
Oh, you send it to you? I can do that.
Actually, I can send you, hold on, I can send a link.
Can I grab my other phone real quick? I just realized that. I figured this out.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, he's showing everybody. Yeah.
And then I take a look at the video.
Do you want to take this for me and maybe get that credit?
I might have to take my sleeves off.
Started off cold today.
I know.
We did see, at least next week, it's supposed to be back up into the mid to high 80s.
Perfect.
Still a thing.
Oh yeah. They've got some like super high-techy ones
I'm
now.
sure now, yeah.
Well, he's going to be buying me some new equipment, that's for sure. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Well, I want you guys to know I'm trying to be helpful.
You didn't start off that way.
Huh?
You didn't start off that way.
I gotta hold myself. I think any reasonable man in the same situation would probably be feeling something similar to what I felt. Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna crowd your space a little bit so I can watch this.
Let me get to the right spot. That's where it gets out.
Let me I'm gonna double tap this at the same time.
Okay, got it?
Yep.
I just threw him on the ground. Let me rewind that just for posterity.
Yeah, you get out. I can take multiple videos.
That's when I pulled out the pepper spray to get him away from me because he was still coming. And I didn't want to spray him. I could have sprayed him 3 or 4 times, but it seemed like just the threat was working. See? Yeah, I was just holding it up. Then that's when they grabbed him and ran inside and started.
Can I see the first part of that again? He drives by in the truck and then gets out. Looks like it's playing.
See, I'm past the bumper.
Okay.
I'm not even out the driveway. I'm behind it, filming around it. Just so there's no confusion that I was blocking the roadway or anything, just for this reason. It's like 2 minutes after that, I think.
And this screen goes off super quick on this thing.
I think I can set it. Like I said, I haven't had to do this yet to show anyone playback. Yeah, I had no interaction with him. Didn't say anything, didn't, nothing. I didn't know who the guy was. Sorry you guys gotta deal with this.
Oh, that's our job.
Yeah, I'd rather see you guys out doing something that helps, but this helps. It's a shame you gotta come out to the booths like him.
Claim. I would say based off what I'm seeing, we're good with what we've got.
Cool. I'll just check base with her.
Thanks, man.
Definitely gonna get a better body camera. It needs something more beneficial.
There's two videos on here. I'm just having to go back so I can watch the beginning part again. Give you kind of a better understanding. It's definitely, car drives by, he's got to move out of the way of the car. This guy comes out hot and heavy and goes for the grab. And
I even told him, I have a body camera, look, and he still attacked me. He's still talking to them.
So is that the thing you hit him with? That thing?
No, it's a gimbal. It's on the top of a monopod. When he gets out of the truck and comes at me, I put my monopole up to protect myself.
Gotcha. That's that black thing in the...
Yeah, I didn't
gotcha.
swing it at him. I put it between us, and he grabbed it and tried to hit me with it. I'm turning mine on, actually.
All right, so what's going to happen, Jeremiah? I'm just going to submit a report with your version, his version, all the video evidence. The prosecutor's going to decide.
He's not going to jail?
No.
You got to be kidding
We're
me.
going to refer charges.
What was your name again?
Right here, officer. I'm actually giving you my card.
Well, I'm going to get everyone's information again just to make sure.
Quick question. I know when you were talking about you had your monopole, you held it up. At any point, did you swing it at him, poke it at him?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
It happened really fast. I was more interested in getting him away from me
Okay.
than anything.
You mind if I take a look at it, just so I can kind of see what's going on there?
He's going to pay for it.
So what goes on top of this? That thing right there?
That he broke screws
Okay.
to the top of it.
And you were holding it like this with it, or you had this in one hand and this in the other?
It was extended.
Okay.
So when he came at me, I put it like this to keep him away from me.
Okay.
And he grabbed it and twisted it so that we were right next to each other. At least it all happened like that.
Okay.
And as soon as he did that, I just used his momentum and put him into the truck and then put him on the ground. And then I stopped.
And I saw that in the video.
And then he came out at me again, and I pulled pepper spray out and said, I'm going to pepper spray again. That's when he finally stopped. He was going to come keep coming at me. And he threw all this shit. He threw my phone down there. This was underneath there. Because when it got to the point where he had a weapon. So I stepped back. He just started chucking stuff.
And he threw your phone, correct?
It was over there. So,
Okay.
no charges.
Well, we're referring charges.
Okay, so explain that to me. I'm not.
So we submit our report to the prosecutor's office, and then they're going to look at all the evidence, and they'll determine fault, and they'll determine which charges are going to be charged. So we have that.
You guys don't charge people that assault people standing on the side of the road? You got to be kidding. He grabbed me.
Yeah,
after he tried to hit me with a car.
Here's the deal. Okay?
And he's going to drive away from this.
Are you going to let me talk a little bit?
As long as you don't give directives and cops want it. Give me information.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, right? So the officer here has done the investigation. He's collected statements from everybody, looked at videos from different angles, and the decision right now is that there's a lot of confrontation that looks like both people had some ownership. Okay? And so because of that...
I am standing on public property, never said a word to them. He came to me, tried to hit me, got out and tried to punch me. And he gets to drive away. That's why I didn't want to give you my... Because that's what you guys... Oh yeah, we'll make a report. Give me your ID. Give it with your Fourth Amendment right.
If I can
I'm still talking. I'm pissed.
Okay.
I have every right to say what I want to say. This is a joke.
Okay. But you also have to remember, you kicked him.
What are you here for if not for this?
Hey, we're trying to explain our side of this, man. You also kicked him while he was on the ground.
Explain it. You're trying to blow smoke up my ass, so
I'm
I
not
leave
blowing
here in a
smoke.
good mood.
He assaulted you, and you assaulted him. When he was on the ground,
I protected myself.
When he's on the ground, he's not a threat anymore, and you kicked him in the side, right?
You gotta be kidding me.
I can't arrest both of you for assault, can I? No, it doesn't work that way.
You know what? You guys are doing so good. Get the face.
Okay,
Go
well,
away.
let me give you this piece of paper.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, well, you're trespass from U-Haul, so...
That's fine. Block.
Well, here's your trespass.
Olympia PD, guys. You get punched and assaulted on the side of the road, and I get a trespass. I get a trespass warrant. See? Smirking. You guys are a joke. Go do something. No, I don't want to talk to you. I do not want to talk to you. Put your left hoof in. Put your left hoof out. Put your left hoof in and shake it all about. You do the piggy pokey and you turn yourself around.
I'll walk that close behind you, sir.
And now you can go off.
What business do you guys still have to conduct here?
I just have to swap these out and leave it.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta keep loading.
Okay. All right, perfect. We'll hang out, mostly keep peace at that point, right? There's no need for y'all to go back and talk to him. No need for him to talk back to you, right? So let's be smart about it. And okay, perfect. What's that?
What's gonna happen?
So we're referring charges to the prosecutor, right? Because we've got 2 assaults, right? Well, from the video, you assaulted him first, right? You went up, grabbed him, put hands on him.
Okay.
All right, that's an assault. It's called unwanted touching. It's assault 4. Okay. And then the second assault occurred when you were on the ground and he kicked you. Okay. So we have 2 assaults. We can't arrest both of you at the same time, and you be a victim and he be a victim of the same incident, right? So now we're going to have the prosecutor take a look at it and see what they want to do with it.
This moment reveals how complicated probable cause decisions can become during mutual confrontations. The officer explains that both individuals may have committed assault under Washington law, creating what officers sometimes informally call a dual complaint situation. Instead of making an immediate arrest, police chose to refer the case to prosecutors for legal review. Notice the emotional shift. The auditor expected protection as a victim, but investigators were analyzing his actions under the same criminal standard. In America, self-defense claims are often judged not by emotion, but by proportionality and timing.
Okay. Yeah. You know,
He's been trespassed. Thank you.
But
You're welcome.
it just, when he hit the truck, it just, I should have just went.
Sorry. Yeah, we're going to let the
Just give me a second.
Olympia City Prosecutor go through it, and we'll go from there, okay?
Sounds good.
Yep, thank you.
You wonder why people are so because of shit like this. You're trying to bring this
So these
together,
guys still
you
have a
guys
little
act
bit of
like
stuff
this.
they need to do.
And you wonder why people fucking
So if this guy's going to sit here in the streets, which I'm assuming he's going to, going to stick around more of keep the peace and watch just in case it goes back on the property, or these two go back at it again, then we already have somebody here that can deal with it.
Yep, I'll do that.
So, unless he leaves. If he leaves, then I'm good. I've got nothing to worry about on my end. So. I'm allowed to smile.
Funny, isn't it?
I can
I
smile.
was totally cool. You guys over. I was patient. I was cooperative. Went through all my shit to help the case. And because I defended myself, I get trespassed and he gets to go home. You're a joke. Tyrant. You're a joke. You're a joke. And you're a joke. Get ready for process servers. Hey, I want to file a report for broken.
It's all going to be covered under
No, it's
this
not.
report. Yes,
No,
it is.
It's not. He broke my shit. I want to press charges. He took my equipment away from me, broke it.
Okay, you understand? Yes, I do.
What? What is it?
Can you step over here and talk with us?
I'm fine right
This
here.
vehicle needs to get in the driveway. They have right-of-way access, so you need to move. Thank you.
So who's going to pay for my shit?
Look, when we say
Explain this to me.
I'm trying to, but you're not letting me speak.
No, you're cop-splaining. You're telling me how to deal with it. I want you to tell me how you're going to deal with it.
Okay. Are you going to let me speak? Because if you're not,
Okay.
then I'm not going to talk to you.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
You've done great so far.
All right. When we say we're referring something to a prosecutor, it's not just the assault. It's everything that's involved in it, okay? When the report gets written, everything that occurred today, with the video that we took from you, we get from U-Haul, and we're going to get from this car auto sales right behind us, is all going to get put with the report, and a prosecutor is going to look at it and decide what's going to happen from there. You civically, right, can go forth and try to sue him to get
you
your
bet
stuff
your
back.
sweet ass.
That's up to you. You have the right
I'm
to do
coming
that.
for you guys too.
Okay, which is within your rights.
Yeah. Don't smirk. This isn't a joke. God, you guys are insane. When you're cooperative and helpful, you still over the private citizen, over a business.
We're not doing anything with the
It assaulted
business.
me.
The business didn't assault you.
Just as his fat ass couldn't defend himself, doesn't give him a free ticket to punch anyone he wants. What don't you get about that?
Off the side so the traffic can get through.
Pedestrians have the right of way. Kiss my ass.
No, they don't. That's not true.
Here, rest me. That'll just top this off. Come on. There's my wrist. Yeah, that's why I dog.
No, there's no point.
You guys are punks. You too. Stupid bullshit.
We want to see if we can get video from these folks. I'm gonna go grab the video, just due diligence on our end. Hi.
What's going on?
Can
Can you just arrest that guy already? He looks like
Two different states, two different confrontations, but the same question echoed through both encounters. How far should government authority go before citizens push back peacefully with knowledge of the law? In Illinois, a man stood his ground when police demanded ID without a lawful detention. In Washington, a public filmer learned how quickly a camera on a sidewalk can turn into accusations, force, and legal uncertainty. These videos are reminders that rights only survive when ordinary people understand them, use them, and refuse to surrender them out of fear. If you believe the police response in either encounter failed to fully respect constitutional rights, leave the letter R in the comments. Every comment helps show that more people are paying attention to accountability, lawful policing, and civil liberties in America. And if you've ever been stopped, questioned, or pressured to identify yourself without understanding your rights, share your experience below. Someone else reading your story may learn how to protect themselves legally one day. Subscribe to stay informed, stay calm, and stay prepared. Because in this country, freedom is not something you ask permission to use. This is ID Refusal Right, where constitutional knowledge becomes peaceful resistance and informed citizens become harder to intimidate.